see some good number of thumbs ups. Cool. Okay. So, uh, this is the first day of Duolingo classes, guys. And it is very important because we are trying to curate the Duolingo syllabus in as simple way as possible. Okay. We are giving you formats, how to write. We are giving you, the words what should be prepared for, how to focus on writing certain topics, how to speak, everything else. Okay. Utilize this 2 weeks, try to do the handouts, get access to the handouts, try solving them and everything else. Okay. Okay, so let me share the screen. Any doubts, I want you guys to drop a message, okay, on in the chat box, because the more interactive the session is going to be, the more you will be learning. Okay. So guys, can you see the screen? I want thumbs ups. Yeah, cool. Okay. So let's first try to understand what Duolingo is. Okay. And how are we going to go forward with listening and writing, reading and speaking, everything else. Okay. Cool. So what is Duolingo English test? Okay. So Duolingo English test is an English proficiency test. Okay. So if you want to study abroad, you have to obviously take an English proficiency test, because the natural language there, communication language there, is English. Okay. So when there are a lot of English proficiency tests such as Duolingo, IELTS, TOEFL, but why Duolingo? Okay, that's what you should know, so that you will understand why you should prepare for Duolingo and how. Okay, come on. Duolingo is an English test. It is convenient, fast, and affordable. Okay, it is trusted around the world. I'll explain why it is convenient, fast, and affordable. Just wait. Okay, and it is one of the most popular way of language learning. Duolingo also, it's an app. It actually teaches you other languages also, but English, it is primarily in focus. Okay, it is Duolingo's mission is to develop the best education in the world and make it universally available. Okay, cool. The Duolingo English test is used as proof of English proficiency by institutions and employers around the world. So, as I told you, to get into any English speaking country, it is very important for you to understand their basic language, right? So, that is English. That's why it is compulsory that you have to write an English proficiency examination, and especially Duolingo is accepted by many institutions and employers across the world. Okay, now it is recognized by thousands of universities over 50 plus countries. 50 plus is not a normal thing, right? If you want to know more about Duolingo, you can obviously reach out to the link here, and that is also present in your handouts. Cool. Okay, now, okay, so why is it convenient? As I told you, see, IELTS is a completely, there are two kinds of tests, IELTS and TOEFL, whereas Duolingo is completely online based test. Like you can take it from anywhere across the world. You can be at home or you can be, anywhere. Okay, and fast. It is called fast because the test lasts under 1 hour. Okay, whereas the other tests are more than 2 plus hours, and you will receive results like 14 plus days ke baad. Okay, whereas here the Duolingo test, you will be receiving results in just 2 days post the examination. Okay, and why is this test called affordable? Because this test you can write it just at the cost of $49, whereas the other test they'll charge you a bomb close to 14,000 plus. Okay, and as I told you, it's trusted across thousands of top institutions across the world. Okay, now let me run you through this. What is the test length? As I told you, it's going to be 1 hour. Okay, and what does it mean by computer adaptive test? Okay, this is very important to know. Okay, so if I am writing my examination, the first question I attempted, I found it very easy. Okay, I selected my answer. The answer was right. So the next question, in comparison, in the difficulty levels, okay, it is going to be little difficult when compared to the first question. Okay, if I'm gonna if my second question is also right, the third question is going to be even more difficult a little. Okay, because the system is trying to analyze how good you are at English. Okay, suppose if the third question you wrote, you did not write it well. Okay, you lost a mark. I don't mean you lost a mark, but it was not correct. Okay, in that case, the fourth question is going to be easier. Got it? So irrespective, like the good number of questions you answer, the complicated it gets. But if you mess up a question or two, then it's gonna get easier. So what is Duolingo trying to do? It's gonna try to make you answer as many questions as possible. Okay, it is, because the same number of questions, same kind of questions are not given for everybody, right? So it's going to adapt according to your English levels, and it is trying to give you questions. Okay, and what does it mean by only one section? Okay, in all other English pro efficiency tests, it has four sections, such as listening, writing, reading, speaking. Okay, whereas in Duolingo, there's only one section. What does it mean by one section? It means every question is gonna evaluate both, see, suppose if you're reading, you should be able to read and understand. Okay, if you're speaking, you should be able to listen what the other person is saying and then respond. Okay, it is going to evaluate all aspects of a language. Okay, now what is varying difficulty? As I told you earlier, it is going to adapt. The difficulty is going to adapt. Okay, and unique experience. No matter how many questions you write, no question is going to repeat. Cool. Okay, now what are some additional pros? You can take this test twice a month. Okay, no, you can write it as many times as possible. Okay, there's no limit. You can take it from home. Only $49 per test. You'll get result in 2 days, and you can send your mark sheet to as many universities possible. Cool. Great. Do you think Duolingo is great, guys? I want to see thumbs ups. Do you think the study abroad journey is going to get easier? Yeah. Cool. Now, so let's just understand. As I told you, this test is under 1 hour, right? So what is how is this 1 hour broken down? Okay, in the first 5 minutes, the system, the test is going to tell you how to keep your system, turn on your webcam. Okay, make sure you have all the documents needed, and make sure there's nobody in the room, all that. Okay, how to introduce yourself, everything else. And the main test is going to be for 45 minutes, the adaptive test that we were speaking till now. Okay, so this is 15 minutes, 50 minutes. Okay, what is the next 10 minutes? Next 10 minutes is going to be one speaking sample and one writing sample. Okay, previously these were not evaluated. These were just taken so that if university is asking for a sample about how the student is performing, we used to provide it to them. Okay, but now these are also evaluated so that your score can, evaluated in the score itself. Got it? Okay, let's go ahead. Now, as I told you, the Duolingo test is gonna range from 10 to 160. Okay, the highest score is gonna be 160, the least is gonna be 10. And overall score is gonna include a general description of what you do, subscores and everything. So let's look at this here. Okay, what's subscore? Okay, so because as I told you, in IELTS and TOEFL and every other test, they're gonna evaluate you on reading, listening, speaking, and everything else, right? So if you see here, what they are trying to evaluate you on: literacy. Okay, what is literacy? Literacy means you are being able to read and you're being able to write. Okay, ability to read, which is like you should be able to read what is there, right? Production, what does production mean? Write and speak. So what is writing and speaking? It means you're creating something which is not existing. Okay, so if I'm speaking right now, I'm producing my words, right? Okay, now what is comprehension? The ability to read and listen. Okay, so the ability to read and listen, what does that mean? Okay, so when you're reading something, if you're not understanding what you're reading, what's the point? Good question or not? Okay, if you're listening, a person next to you is speaking, but if you're not understanding, will you be able to answer or not? Guys, answer. Will you be able to answer? I want it to be an interactive session, guys. Okay, cool. Now, good. Now, the conversation. Okay, what is conversation? So, for a conversation to work out, it should be a two-way communication where the opposite person should speak and we should understand. So, we should listen and try to comprehend and understand, and then we should speak in the right words and sentences. Clear, guys? I hope it's clear. Okay. Now, cool. Okay. We'll take questions in the last. Okay. Let me complete explaining the Duolingo format and everything else. Okay. So, here, if you see, look at this, guys. Okay, it is very easy to score about 110 plus in Duolingo. Okay, 110, 120, 140 is very easy. Okay. Whereas a good score in TOEFL is going to be somewhere around 90. So if you see, the difficulty level of the exams such as IELTS and TOEFL are little tough when compared to Duolingo, right? So you can write a little less difficult test and apply to the same universities which are accepting IELTS and TOEFL higher score. You got my point? So if you are scoring 140, which is equal to 7.5, which is really tough in IELTS academic, whereas 140 in Duolingo is very much doable. Okay, cool. Next. Okay, so these are some points which you should know while you are going to start your examination. Okay. So I'll just give a quick overview. You have to use all the time to write the question. If you write it faster, they don't give you any extra marks. Okay. They might tell you to use only 50 words or speak for only 30 seconds. But it is good if you can write more and speak more, because the longer you do it, the more the system gets time to evaluate your abilities. Okay, so if you're speaking longer or writing longer, it means that the system also understands that the student is being able to write more, which means the student knows better English. Got it? Okay. And if you write any mistake wrong, like if you write any question wrong, you will not have any negative marking. Okay. And once you go forward, you click the next question, next button, you can't go back. This is one thing. So use all the time in the world on for that specific question and move forward. Okay. And try not to look at the timer too often. Okay, this is a very important point because you have to evaluate what to write, how to write, and everything. Okay, leave time at the end of each question to check your response, because when mind is working and your hand is writing, you should make sure in the end that they both were in coordination. Cool. Okay, so these are all the type of questions we will be discussing over a period of how many days? 10 days, 2 weeks, right? But today we are going to discuss these two. This week we are covering mostly, guys, this week what are we covering? We are covering mostly listening and writing. Okay, cool. Let's go. So first, let's understand what is read and complete. Okay, so this is how the question is going to look like. Okay, can you guys see the question? Okay, so what does, see, it says that the duration of this question is 3 minutes. Okay, and what are you, see, you will be evaluated on your literacy and your comprehension. Okay, so literacy is what? Being able to read and write. Comprehension is what? Being able to read and understand. Right? Cool. Okay, so what are we supposed to do here? Right? Type the missing letters to complete the text below. So I see, I'm trying to understand what we are supposed to do in such a question. Okay, so here I see a passage. Okay, this passage is having a heading which is called International Venue of the Year. Okay, and I see it is having some words where the first letter is available and the second blank, or for few words the two letters are also available, for few three are also available. Okay, so something is missing and we are asked to fill it. And how will we be able to fill it? By reading the context. Okay, trying to read this, understand, and based on what we are understanding from this, we are supposed to fill it, based thinking which would be right. Okay, now, so let's try to understand what are some key points to remember before solving such a question. Okay, first one, in this question type, your task is to read the passage. Okay, so always completely read the passage. Okay, you don't have to first only write the answer because you have 3 minutes, and the passages are typically around 100 words in length, and you will need to complete approximately 8 to 10 words. Okay, cool. 8 to 10 words is what you will be answering, and 3 to 7 times on the test. So this question might come multiple times on your test. Minimum is going to be 3 times, maximum is going to be 7 times. On an average, it's usually, a lot of students have told me that they have seen this test for 6 times. So do you think this question is important? Okay, because they are seeing this question 6 times. So we should be able to clearly solve this to get a higher score. Yes or no? I want thumbs up, guys. You're understanding what I'm saying? Yeah, good. Okay, so now we have 3 minutes to complete. Cool. And while most passages are non-fiction, focusing on factual reporting, some may include fictional or story-based text. So what is this sentence telling us is that the passage can be of any topic. It can be non-fiction, or it can be fiction, or it can be a story. But we have to just try filling it up. Okay, these are some key points to understand. Now, tips to fill the passage. Okay, always read the title. Always read the title. Why? Because the title itself will tell you what the passage is about, right? And when we were kids, there used to be chapters such as television. Okay, the heading name was just television, which would tell us that the whole chapter is about television, how they have come into existence, how they have manufactured, how we are using it in everyday life. Got it? So title is something you read and you try to understand what's going to come ahead. Okay, first and last sentences of the paragraph. So if you see, the first and last sentences are always complete. Okay, it will always give you a gist of the passage. Okay, now when you start reading, okay, once you have completed, try start and try completing the words you're confident about. Okay, so if I'm reading, I know that this is the right word, go for it. Okay, you don't have to be doubtful. If you're confident about it, fill it up right away. Okay, but if you're doubtful about an answer, don't waste time on it. Let's first complete all the questions that you know. Let's fill up all the gaps that we know. Then we will come back and think about what can be that word be. Okay, and use American spelling. So usually in India we use British spelling, but there are very few words that you should be aware of, but that's not a major point. Okay, and pay attention to both the topic information and grammatical knowledge. Okay, I'll explain you in detail all this information. Okay, cool. So here it says some more tips. Okay, first let me show you the question. Okay, let's try solving one question. Okay, or yeah, let's try solving one question and then I'll explain you how to solve this better. Okay, cool. Okay, so guys, let me just turn on the chat box and see how you guys are answering. Okay, so cool. Okay, first, as I told you, we are going to read the title of the passage, which is Discover the Fascinating World of Humpback Whales. Okay, so the passage is about humpback whales, right? Okay, cool. Now, I want you guys to read the passage and try filling one after the other. Okay, so humpback whales can live up to 45 years. Okay, they MIG dash 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 between T dash dash places TH dash dash. Okay, see, it's little, okay, yeah. Oh, good, 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 Hari Krishna. Okay, guys, what I want you to do is we'll go one question after the other question. Okay, let's complete the sentence first. Okay, yeah, cool. Laya Kishore 2 is for which one? No. Okay, let's see, let's see. Okay, and so they, as Hari Krishna says, let's consider it, they migrate. Okay, let's try understanding what migrate is. Migrate means moving between one place to another, like moving. Okay, cool. Between, so Hari Krishna says the and Laya Kishore says two. Okay, I want any other person to choose the correct answer. It's the or two, guys, or you can also come. Okay, Anusha says two. Sorry, the. Cool. Okay, and places th dash dash. What can that be? See, guys, if you answer along with me, I'll be able to follow. Okay, let's not rush. Cool. I see that. Good, Anusha. Feed in dash. Oh, sorry, my bad. I dash. What is that? N. Okay. The win dash dash dash. What is it? Fifth one, guys. Fifth one. Okay, I want other answers. Jyotika, Hari Krishna, good. More answers, guys. Looks like a lot of people know about humpback whales. Okay, cool. And T dash dash places. I see the T dash dash places has been repeated twice in the question. Yeah, like looks right. Let's see. Okay, and TH dash dash give. Okay, you said they. Okay, and okay, give. You said okay. Eighth one is you are saying but. Cool. But in the, okay, cool. So Now you guys tried solving the question, right? Some answers you guys were confused about. uh, is it the or is it two, right? Okay, now to understand how to solve them, I'll give you some basic explanation. Okay, so if you see here in this question, there are two kinds of words. Okay, so there are some words which are migrate. You know, if you see the word called migrate. Okay, I'll just go to the answers here. So let's first understand the answers. It says humpback whales can live up to 45 years. Cool. They migrate. Congrats to all the people who wrote the right answer. They migrate between the places that feed in the winter and the places that give birth in the summer. They usually live alone. Okay, so let's try looking at this question in a little different way. Okay, so there are two kinds of words that I want to tell you guys first. Okay, first kind of words are called content words, and the other kind of words called function words. Okay, let's try to understand what are content words. Okay, content words are words which have meaning in them only. Okay, so even if you just read a word called carefully, okay, that is still you are getting something, some meaning out of it, right? Okay, if I say cricket, you still understand it, that's a game. Okay, if I say table, you know that's a, you know what you say, a subject. Okay, if I say football, you know that's a ball. Okay, and if I say school, you know that it's a, okay, building. So now so content words are something, okay, which have meaning in itself. So let's try understanding what are content words. Okay, noun. Okay, so if you say Himalaya, that is also content word because it tells. If you see in the previous question that we tried to solve, humpback whales is a noun. Okay, name, place, animal, thing, right? All come under content words. What are verbs? Action, state. Okay, so if you see, what are humpback whales trying to do? They're trying to migrate, right? Migrate. It's an action taken by the whales. So that's a verb. Okay, and what are adjectives? Describes an object. Okay, it describes an object, person, place, or thing. So if I say here's a tall person, what is tall? It's an adjective. It is describing the person, right? Now, what is an adverb? Tell us how, where, or when something happens. So I can say, climb the mountain carefully. Okay, so the carefully is itself trying to tell us how, where, right? You know, it's telling us how carefully, right? You understood what are content words? I'll tell you why we are trying to understand the difference between the content words and the function words. Okay, now what are function words? Function words are something which they don't represent themselves, like, you know, they don't have a meaning when they are on their own. Okay, if I say do, okay, this could be something. Okay, have. Okay, you know, I can say you have food, have your food, but I can't say have. What will you have? It doesn't complete the meaning, right? Okay, and then it says prepositions show relationships in time and space. Okay, articles used to indicate specific or non-specific nouns. So we'll look into this conjunctions and pronouns. Conjunctions are something trying to connect words that connect. Okay, if I say he's tall and handsome, so that's a conjunction. Pronouns refer to other nouns, like, you know, in the previous question it was the places, right? That, etc. Okay, now let's look at some examples. What are prepositions? Okay, so of, at. Okay, okay, in. So if I say that he is in the room, okay, he is without the book. Okay, there is too much space between the table and chair. What is it trying to tell? It is trying to connect two words at the same time, trying to explain what's happening there, right? Positioning is given there. And pronouns. Okay, you know what are pronouns? He, she, they, anybody, all this. So he can be used only after we know who he is, right? Yeah. Determiners. What are determiners? The, a, that, my, much, either, neither, my. Okay, conjunctions: and, that, when, while, although. Auxiliary verbs are like have, got, do. Particles are no, not. So what I'm trying to help you here are that if you see the question here, we have only three content words. One is migrate, one is winter, and one is birth. See, migrate is what is the meaning of migrate, guys? I already told you. Guys, what's the meaning of migrate? Shrija, Anusha. Okay. So migrate. going from one place to another. Good, good, Hari Krishna. Okay. And what is winter? Winter is describing what is which season it is, right? Birth is describing it's a birth, like, birth. Somebody is giving birth to another thing. Okay. Now, if you see, out of there, how many questions here? 9. There are 9 fill in the blanks, whereas only 3 are content words. So it says that if you're confident with the functional words, you will be able to write 6 correct. Isn't that great? You just have to know where to use the, that, in, right? Who, where. Do you think it's easy? Do you think it's a good cue? Guys, I want thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. So we have so many more hints like this. Okay. Let's keep looking into it. So if you see now, all you have to do is when you see, suppose it has like, the place, so T dash dash places. That won't fit here, right? THE, the places. Okay. 2 places, it is again telling how many, right? 2 itself is also, it can be content, but it is the places. Like, whenever you're using uh, places, it's a name, place, animal thing. So whenever using them, you try to add something in front of them, right? Okay. So the places, it's repeated twice here. Okay. Places that give. Okay. Here there are a lot of functional words. Okay. Now let's try to solve another one. I want thumbs ups. Guys, thumbs ups. Okay. Cool. Now let's try. Okay. So let's go one by one. Electrical engineering. So okay, so let's see what's the heading. It says electrical engineering subdisciplines. Okay, electrical engineering has many subdisciplines, the most popular of which are listed: BE dash dash dash. Oh, Bhargavi, cool, good answer. I think it is correct. Okay, bean doesn't suit here. No, see, bean has only 4 words, whereas below has 5 words and we have 3 dashes. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, let's move on to the next blank. Although dash 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 are elect dash 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 engineers. So I see, guys, you should also remember that half of the answers will be in the question only. Try. Okay. Okay. Cool. I see these. Do you think there can be any other words? Those. Okay, there. Okay, so you can also use this instinct. Okay, try reading it. Although these are, although those are. Okay, although there are. So here, if you see, just try understanding this. When I'm saying these, okay, how do you understand this and that? This means something closer, right? You're pointing at an object and telling this is close. This. Okay, when you're pointing at an object which is far, you're telling us those. Okay, so yeah, you can use there. There sounds right. Try using it and try finding the right word. Also, there are. Okay, what is this? Elec. Come on, guys. I think this answer is in the heading itself. Electrical. I see Gafoor saying electrical. Hari Krishna said electrical engineers. Okay, so although there are electrical engineers, okay, W dash dash. Okay. Okay. See, now you're coming into the right place. See, okay. Somebody said was. Gafoor, try reading the sentence. Okay. Here you're trying to tell about engineers. So when you're trying to tell about engineers, you're telling who, right? You can't use was. Was is about plural and it doesn't fit in the sentence right here. Okay. So although there are electrical engineers who focus, what is this, guys? EXCLU dash 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 dash. I see excluding. EXCLUDING. No. Excluding is falling short of the number of dashes, guys. Okay. I saw somebody's exclusively and it is fitting right in the blanks. Okay. Play smart, guys. Play smart. Exclusively on O dash dash. Okay. One. Guys, this is a very important point to know where a lot of numbers will come in the spellings format, season names, months names. You will find all these in the handout. Okay. Of ph dash dash dash. Come on. Yes, there, because they are trying to tell about those electrical engineers, okay? Not about everybody there. Good, good, good. Okay. And many DE dash dash. Come on. Subdisciplines. Many. What can this be, guys? Many DE dash dash. Don't tell me dead. It fits the words, but yeah. Come on, try. Just try. I'll try to correct you guys. Come on, guys. Okay. It says many dealt. Dealt is what? How you deal with a situation. The past tense of deal is dealt. Okay. DELT. Deep. Okay. Many deep with a combination doesn't suit well. Right? Okay. Many dealt with. Okay. Okay. You can, I think deal is also right. See, many deal with a combination of them. Of. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shloka. Sorry guys, my bad. See, you people have to answer right. So many deal with a combination. Okay. Deal, and the past tense of deal is DEALT. Cool. Okay. Sometimes certain fields such as electronic engineering and computer engineering are considered separate disciplines in their own right. Cool. So if you see, how many content words are we having here? Below is one. Electrical is one. Okay. Exclusively is one. Okay. And yeah, that's all. Okay. Deal can also be a content word. Okay. Cool. Now let's move on to the next topic. This question you will be finding it in your handouts. Try solving them. Okay. Let's move on to the next question, guys. Read and select. So this is how this question is going to look like. Okay, the duration of this question is going to be 1 minute, and you will be scored on literacy and comprehension. Okay, same as the previous one. Now, what does this question ask you to do? Select the real English words in this list. What does this mean? This means that they are going to give you some right and wrong words, and you have to select the right words. Got it? The right words. Let's see. What are some key points to remember? Okay, this requires you to select the real English words from the list. Cool. This list will contain both real and unreal words. So what does it mean by real and unreal words, guys? It just means that real words are the words that actually exist and the spellings are right. Unreal words are the words that do not exist. It's simple. Did you hear this word before? Yes or no? If you hear it, it's a real word. Now check the spelling of it. If you know the spelling of it, and if you're seeing the spelling and if it seems right, then that's the correct answer. Okay, and your task is to identify the words with meaning. Okay, now you will need to read each word in a list and decide if it is an actual word in English. Got it? Okay, now it's crucial to only select the words you're confident. You can't select all the answers, right? If you're confident, choose it. Are real English words, and avoid guessing. It's better if you avoid guessing. Okay, because if I don't see, in the previous question I was guessing dealt, right? Avoid guessing. Or selecting words you are unsure about. Okay, click the word again to deselect it. So you can click it, it will change the color. If you want to deselect it, double click it. Okay, to prepare for this question type, focus on building your vocabulary by continually learning new words. Okay, we are also going to share a list of words. You will be having them in your handouts, which will help you, like 500 plus words. All you have to do is learn the spellings and learn. And yeah, it must be really hard for even Duolingo to find words that are outside this 500 plus. And if they give, it's okay. Cool. Yeah. Now, duration 60 seconds per question. And even this question is going to come for 3 to 7 times. Okay, let's go. What are some of the tips? Okay, read the word multiple times. Suppose if you are not recollecting if this word is existing or not, read it 2 to 3 times, because when you are reading the word out, you'll understand it. That's why when we are kids, teachers used to make us read the words out. Okay, watch out for spelling mistakes. Okay, always watch out for incorrect forms. So like the past, future, present, everything accordingly. Sleep, sleeping. Okay, try. There can be, what does it say? It says that there can be multiple forms of the word, but make sure that there are no incorrect forms. Okay, don't guess. Select only the words you are real, are real. Trust yourself. There could be any number of real words. So it's like, in the first question there are only 5 real words. In the second question there could be 12 real words. Okay, don't stick on to one number. As long as you're confident that this question is right, this word is right, go ahead. Okay, study word list. Now this is the first question, guys. Try solving it. Try telling me what are the real words. Okay, let's go one word by one word. What's it? Okay, do you think this word gives exist? No, no, no. I want to go one word by one word. Okay, we have handouts for you to rush, but here I want everybody to answer. Do you think gifts exist or not? Just give me thumbs up or no. This is simple. Okay, no, it doesn't exist because yes, it is only give. Or gives also exist, but there is no double S. Cool. Okay, now second word, these. Do you think there is a word called these? No, because this and these exist, but this doesn't exist, right? Okay, cool. Wait, wait is correct or wrong, guys? Good, 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 good. I see a lot of know good words. Okay, once, once. Okay, I say good. Okay, cool. Tooking. Do you think there's a word called tooking? Really? Think again, guys. Did you ever use a word called tooking? You say, I am taking the book or I took the book. We never use tooking because it's past and continuous. So I have been taking, the use. You can use that, but tooking doesn't exist. Cool? Okay. Watching. Do you think watching is a word? Good. Bookcase. Is bookcase a word? Guys? Yes. Vainies? Heard of Vainies? No. Cool. Very good. ANSS. No? No? What could be the right word? Even I don't know. Okay, but I haven't heard it. Okay, now what is Vatin? Heard of it? Yeah, even I'm confused, like, you sure? Okay, and see, you're getting the gist, right? How to answer is half of the words, they don't exist only in real life. We never heard of them. I'm unable to spell them also. So it's okay. Now, Samitir. Have heard of it? Samtir? No, cool. Answers? Answers? Cool, good. Walks? Plural form of walk. Walks. Okay. Dress on. Dress on. So I think this could be a word if dress space on, but dress on together is not a word, I guess. Okay. 19. What is 19? Cool. See, I told you guys, we have spellings of the letters. You should numbers. Okay. If you learn numbers spellings, they'll turn up like this. Okay. Third. Okay. Third, is that a word? I think it's thirst. They forgot S. Right? Yeah. Now, water. Do you think there's water? I think it's R. Yeah, water. Okay, waiting. Waiting is a word. Cool. Now let's try checking because we together have tried answering them. See, okay, we told gives is wrong, these is wrong, wait is correct, wants is correct, cooking is wrong. Good, guys, we did good job. Watching is right, bouquets is right, veins we did not hear, and vatin, samither, no. Answers, walks, dress on is wrong, 19 is right, third is wrong, vatal is wrong, waiting is right. Good work, guys. We already did a great job. Don't you think? Claps to all of us. I want everybody to clap for yourself. Yay. Cool, cool, cool. I see Abdul Gaffer is too happy. Okay, now what we'll do, I want you all to, because I'm ending the session now, we are done with the 2 types of question that I told I'll be discussing. Whenever you are, take a small break, whenever you are free, go to the handouts. There are questions, multiple questions like this. Try solving them. You'll also receive the answers for the handouts in the test, in the Telegram group. Okay, we already shared the Telegram group link also. Okay, so all I want you guys to do is dedicate yourself for this 2 weeks. Okay, this is, and the more interactive you are, the more it's going to get better, because writing, speaking are some concepts where you should interact, right? I'll make you guys interact with each other, I'll interact with you guys, so let's all do it together. Hari Krishna, any resources? See, if you want more and more practice tests, you can obviously go to Duolingo English test website, and there are lot of practice tests. Okay, they're unlimited at zero cost. You can write them. Cool. Anything else, guys? I need for speaking. Speaking, I would say you can go to YouTube, okay, and you can type Duolingo speaking questions, and then try repeating it or try answering. Or you can also wait until we complete the speaking session and try understanding the formats. Okay, then you can, I'll also try adding more and more handout questions for your preparation. Then we'll see. Okay, today's handout is available in the website. Okay, cool. Any other questions, guys? Cool. I'll ask our moderator to take over. Sanya, can you please take over? Thank you, guys. I had a really wonderful session, and I hope to see all of you tomorrow. Okay, we all are gonna go crack Duolingo and get into the best universities. Take care, guys. Bye. Bye,
Thank you, ma'am.
Sanya.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So, guys, do you have any more queries? You can put up in the chat box. I'll respond to it if you have. And please do join the Telegram group. You will be getting the answers of the handouts on the Telegram group. I'll share the link again. Please do join the Telegram group.